Welcome back, and today we'll be comparing the Infinity Gauntlet with the Nano Gauntlet. Let's roll the intro. So to start this review, let's look at the price and piece count for each set. The Infinity Gauntlet currently retails for $99.99 Canadian at 590 pieces, while the Nano Gauntlet retails for $89.99 Canadian at 675 pieces. That's $10 less and 85 pieces more than the Infinity Gauntlet. Now the only way I can account for this difference is the types of pieces used on the Nano Gauntlet that's more expensive to produce than the Infinity Gauntlet. So moving on, the base for each set is the exact same. The real difference starts with the gauntlet. The Nano Gauntlet is sealed at the bottom, and overall the design is much tighter than the Infinity Gauntlet versus the Infinity Gauntlet that has an open base. The Infinity Gauntlet I feel is a little bit more fragile than the Nano Gauntlet, and there's some angles where I can see right through the gauntlet. One major difference about these gloves are proportion. For the Infinity Gauntlet, the hands are much smaller than the wrist area, whereas the Nano Gauntlet, the hands are a lot more proportioned. Another difference you'll notice is how the thumbs are made. You can see that the Nano Gauntlet looks much better, it appears a lot fuller, and there's curves on the hands where it's supposed to be. With the Infinity Gauntlet, you could see that it has the same idea, but the execution isn't as good as the Nano Gauntlet. Now with the thumb, you'll see a noticeable difference where the Nano Gauntlet has a lower thumb area, the Infinity Gauntlet does not. You'll see a lot of spacing here, and it doesn't really look thumb-like, so there is a trade-off with this kind of design. As you can see, the Infinity Gauntlet has a lot of mobility, but because of its design, the thumb can easily come off. Now, the thumb of the Nano Gauntlet is attached to a ball joint, so there's less mobility. However, aesthetically, it looks a lot better than the Infinity Gauntlet. Another difference you'll notice is with the Infinity Stones. Now, the Infinity Stones for the Infinity Gauntlet are done much better. It's designed in a way to keep the stones intact so that when you remove the stones, they stay together, whereas the Nano Gauntlet is made up of separate pieces and is really meant to stay on the gauntlet. Another difference the Nano Gauntlet does well is the fingers. You can see that the fingers on the Nano Gauntlet is a lot beefier than the fingers on the Infinity Gauntlet, and overall I think it looks much better. Here you can see that the fingers have a very boxy shape to them. And where it falls short is on the underside of the fingers, which don't look as streamlined as the Nano Gauntlet. Here we can see the improvements on the Nano Gauntlet. The fingertips are made of multiple pieces, but they use curved pieces for the top and underside to really give that silhouette of a real finger. Now if I only had to choose one between the two, which one would I get? I would probably get the Infinity Gauntlet, although the Nano Gauntlet is better proportioned. When I think of the Infinity Stones, I think of the Infinity Gauntlet. Also, I like the gold color scheme for the Infinity Gauntlet. It's not a color that you see in many sets. And overall, I feel like it has a better presence when you put it on your shelf. Well, there you have it, a comprehensive review of the Infinity Gauntlet versus the Nano Gauntlet. Tell me in the comments below which one you're gonna get, and if you like this kind of content, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video.